Hello, welcome to my sketchbook tour. It's the first one I've ever done. It's the first sketchbook I've ever finished. It's exciting. This is the sketchbook. Doesn't look like much, but it contains quite a bit. Page 1. As you can see, I started August 27th, 24. It's taken me about 4 months to finish this. And none of those look great. And then I realized I was starting from the back. I drew this for who I consider my second sister. And after drawing 2 other moths, I've realized I left off the little feet. And then many weeks later, I learned some different things, and I wanted to have a little comparison. So I drew this fish. I still like it, but it definitely could have been better. I drew that walrus for one of my best friends, Seamus. I drew this Pachycephalosaurus for another one of my best friends, Zach. As you can see, there's quite a bit of dinosaurs. Plesiosaur, followed by a Triceratops, which I did in October. I think I first mentioned wanting to draw a Triceratops 2.5 months earlier, beginning of August. So this one I love. That tail turned out really well. Drew this for one of my best friends as well. This one I'm not in love with, but it is what it is. All these animals I used guides for, a how-to book. This one I'm quite pleased with, actually. I like the shading, I like the lines. They all flow to where they're supposed to be. As you can see, there's some water down here, so. This one I don't like. I tried to erase some stuff to give it a little bit of shine, and I think it just turned out scratchy. There are some that are missing from this sketchbook, Halloween, that I've given out to people. Ask them what their favorite animal is. Sorry for arachnophobes. So yeah, there are some that are missing that I enjoy all of them, but I'm not going to be greedy and keep them to room for myself. Squirtle, he has a little bit of a Charmander face, unfortunately, but it's my first Pokemon, and after showing people this and a few others, they said to stick with the Pokemon. As you can see, I have a lot more love for these. These also, I didn't use guides for, I just used references. This is the first one I used a marker pen for, some permanence. Not in love with it, but there's not a good Blastoise reference. This one I used a guide again, just telling me what shapes. I don't hate it, but I believe this is the last animal I've done. Reggie Steele. The, I don't know what to call that, but it's definitely not symmetrical. And down here I messed up. It was supposed to be longer right here, and I did all the inking before I realized that I messed up. So I tried to fix it, but it is what it is. Pages get messed up. Ooh, Zorba. Love this guy. First time using color, I believe. Don't hate it. Definitely could do better, but Nidoran. black and white. That one, carbon copy of the reference image, that's for sure. Tar twig with a autumn color scheme rather than the green that it normally comes with. I did this for my best friend Zach as well. I'm gonna give that to him, so I signed it. Oh yeah, Clonitzer. Absolutely love this one. There are some mistakes, but like it not fitting on the page, I would consider one of the biggest mistakes. But yeah, definitely still one of my favorites, and that was 2 months ago at this point. Roly-Coly, Phantom. Definitely don't love the Roly-Coly, but I try to challenge myself with each one. Love the Phantom. Oshawott, one of my favorite starter Pokemon. You're gonna see a common theme where what should be white, the face and the arms should be white. I color a gray because I wanted contrast on the paper. I think what I should have done instead was shade behind it and give it a silhouette. That way the white would look cleaner. Weasel. The darker lines, I kind of messed up. So, I mean, it still looks good, but... Totodile. Purple Totodile. I hate the coloring on this. This is when I realized I hate colored pencils. But overall, I mean, it's a good pose and turned out pretty well. I'm just being hard on myself. This one, the box, ugh, terrible. Cubchoo. This is one that really sticks out that I should have kept it white and colored the back, but I thought it'd be lazy to leave it white, and it needed, I don't know, but it's all learning. Ugh, Glaceon. Absolutely hate this one. It's not terrible, but it looks like, I don't know, that face is, ugh. Tepig. Don't hate this one, but I don't love it. Delmise. This one, I think I got the perspective pretty well. I mean, it's at an angle, the reference, and I think you can tell that from my picture. There are some coloring lines that I wish I could get rid of, but overall, I really like this one. Kangaskhan. Love it. I love the little details that I tried to replicate, like that armor, shoulder pad. I think I did a really good job on this one. I do wish I made the face of the little guy a bit bigger, but I mean, overall, this is still one of my favorites. Samurott, back to black and white. I made his body too long, so I don't like him, but oh well. Geodude. The first time I had to deal with hands. Not only hands, I had to make him look like a rock. I think I did a good job, but I don't understand muscles yet, so they're just circles right now. Chimchar. He's one of my favorite Pokemon. Infernape, his evolution is my favorite. So I wanted to do a little bit different. So it's not black and white, it's got blue flames. Overall, pretty happy with this one. It's one of my first like faces that look like a regular face, sort of. Not coloring, try another. Still haven't tried another. I'm just proud of myself for having made the pose, and it kind of looks proper, but there's some lines that should connect and shouldn't connect, and that would make it too difficult for me to color in, I think. I'm just making excuses, but... Ugh, this one, I was drawing a lion for somebody, and I tried a realistic lion with no reference. Absolutely hated it. So then I started doing Pokemon. And I was like, she didn't ask for a Pokemon. So I stopped it, and then I ended up doing Scar, which I did give to her. It's one of my favorites that I've given out, at least. Leafeon, black and white. I think I did a really good job. Like, you can tell that that's supposed to be a leaf. Shadings there, for the most part. Azelf, just trying to get back into coloring a bit. Don't love it, don't hate it, but you can definitely tell it's Azelf. Annihilate, love him. Love the guy, love the drawing, turned out great. Oricorio, Pom Pom, yeah. I mean, it's okay. Pinsir and Heracross, different color schemes, for what the original is. I messed up with this one's color scheme. I wanted it orange where the red is, but wasn't used to the pencils and stuff. Turned out better than I hoped. Well, better than I thought. Yeah, proud of that one for sure. This, I got some stuff for Christmas early. And so I used my new pencils for this one, made it a bit dark. Used my new marker pens for this one. Didn't really know what color I was grabbing, but turned out pretty well. This one, I tried to grab a purple, I think, and it ended up being navy blue, so I'm a bit annoyed, but oh well. Venusaur. This one grew on me the more I looked at it, but I didn't like it at first, so I never colored it in. Maybe I will, but probably not. Probably give it to someone. They can color it in. Now I'm starting with people. This is Cheetu from Hunter x Hunter. It's my first, as you can tell, it's my first humanoid attempt. Don't love it, don't hate it. Definitely good for a first attempt though. And then Vegapunk from One Piece. Love him, but I messed up with his, they're supposed to be dimples, I think they're called. So they should have gone up instead of down, but other than that, it's pretty good. Momo from Avatar. Like him. Doing different line weights. Trying to add emphasis where I want, but I don't like the face, so oh well. Mega Blaziken, I did this for Zachary as well. Really like how this one turned out. Mix of colored pencil and my marker pens. The face, the head direction is wrong from where the reference is, so I did have to make some stuff up, but I think overall it turned out pretty good. So. This is Killer from One Piece. Didn't like it. I made the head too big, so everything else was kind of squished. There's another part that you can't see, so. Merry Christmas in Unknowns. Thought this was a nice, cute idea, and it helped me try and get circles to be relatively the same size. Yeah, I'll try and do it next year or two, see how I've progressed. Maybe things will look 3D that time, but who knows. This is Hachi from One Piece and Papagoo. I'm a bit scared to color him in because I really like how he turned out. The lines on his shirt are messed up, but his pants look kind of flat. But I mean, for not having much experience, I mean, that turned out phenomenal. So, Reg Ice, back to the Reggies. I like this one for sure. Different blues to show lighting. Regigigas. Yeah, nothing really to say about him. I mean, I like it. A little bit of practice in my weak areas, stuff. Timber. Love this little guy. Definitely could have done better with like the coloring, but I like how it turned out, and I like his expression. Abra, purple Abra. I wanted to do in black and white, but I needed to work on my coloring. So I made him purple. I like it. There's some mistakes, but if you don't have a reference image to go off of next to it, at least, looks great. So, Sprout. Yeah, don't love it, don't hate it. Different color scheme. Shiny Spiritomb, another one I did for Zach. I like it. Definitely some mistakes, but I like it. Oh, love this guy. I hate drawing birds. I think a lot of people hate drawing birds. But I like his, like down here, turned out pretty good. Yeah. Landorus. Did this for my current roommate, but I told him he can't have it because I like it. So, yeah. Ting Lu, one of the new legendaries. Don't love it, but I mean this was a hard one, a lot harder than I thought it would be when I started. So I like how it turned out, at least, like compared to what it could have been. Poochyena, this one turned out phenomenal. Nothing really to say about it. But, yeah. Thoreau. Love this guy. Hate his fingers, just in general. So, I didn't do a good job with the fingers, but I like him. Cryogonal. This one Zach mentioned like 2 months ago, and I finally got around to doing it because it scared me. But I like how it turned out. So. And then the one I literally just finished right before coming up to make this video, Incineroar. Love it. Turned out great. One of my best, for sure. Yeah. Besides these, I do have a few more unmade bed. This one was actually given to me by somebody I drew something for. Love wolves, so. Reggie Rock. This one, it's one of my earlier ones, 11/8, and it's still like probably the best one I've done. I mean, that's being a bit hard on myself, but it's definitely one of the best. That's why it's hanging up on the wall. Flobebe, one of the first ones I did with color. The only like plant I've done, so that's why it's up on the wall. Just kind of remind myself, oh, maybe you want to do plants. Tapu Bulu, really like how this one turned out. There's some mistakes, but I think the horns are a bit messed up, but overall that's, oh, and the shoulder things, those are messed up too, but that one was really good. And Tony Chopper. Absolutely love this guy. Love how his hat turned out. Love his antlers. And the coloring on the pants is bad, but oh well. So yeah, that's my first sketchbook. This one that I'm currently working on. Working on faces. Trying to get those a little bit worked out. So that's gonna be next, I think. In here I have a black sketchbook. The paper's black. So I don't know what I'm gonna use it for exactly yet, but this one's gonna be my next like personal favorite one. Really look forward to using this one. This one I just got from somebody that moved out of the house. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but probably just like muscles and shit. This one doesn't have binding anywhere. So, for some reason it speaks steel to me. Like anything that has to do with steel. So I'm thinking like cars. I want to work on some like architecture, getting perspective a bit. Yeah, this is how to draw people. This is going to be used in this book, the sketchbook. So that's what I got going on soon. Like I said, this one took 4.5 months to make, to finish. Probably in the next 4.5 months, I'll finish 2 sketchbooks, which is crazy. But yeah, definitely got in a groove, and look forward to seeing what's next. So thanks for watching.